Oh my gosh. I almost forgot my bevy. Can't have that, can't have that. You got to have your beverage. Oh my gosh. This feels like such a foreign concept to me, honestly. Like being here with you guys, which I know is not a good thing, but maybe we'll just get a little bit cozy, honestly. Honestly, is that wild or is that like perfect? I think it's perfect. Hold. Yep. Yep. Genuinely the best LaCroix flavor there is. Bottoms up. Hi, friends. How are all of you? First off, happy holidays. Um, Happy December. We are almost through this year. And thank God for that. Thank God. It's been a while. It has been way too long. Shout out to those who know where I am. That sounds creepy, but I have filmed here before, but not in quite a while. So if you recognize this space, you're an OG for real. Welcome to my childhood bedroom. I don't know what would have given it away, the pink flower walls or the teddy bear, but welcome. We have a lot to recap today, but also I want to keep it moving. I want to keep it short and concise, especially because it's not going to be the most positive video I have filmed. No sense dragging out the bad, right? I'm a like, do you want the good news or the bad news first? Bad. Let's just hit it and quit it. Let's get it done. So that's where we're gonna start today. How has my life looked the last few months and where I've been and why I have been the biggest flake imaginable during this year. So, not to get dramatic with it, but to just drop a bomb on y'all. Um, this has been the worst year of my life in a lot of ways. Not every single minute, and not to complain, but everyone is on their own path and their own journey. And for me, this year was particularly hard. And I think it's important to share it and be honest about it. And also, like, give you space to feel how you're feeling, especially when we're in this time of year where it's like everyone is supposed to feel happy. And this year has just not looked like that for me. So, making space for everyone's feelings and everyone's experiences. Today, I'm sharing why I have been missing in action and what my year has looked like. I think that sums it up. Um, Also, kind of what this little series is that I'm creating. Okay, you guys, we only have 3 bullet points. You guys are like, yeah, Grace, you're gonna about to talk for an hour. It's one thing I can do fairly successfully. I could totally do a filibuster. So, this year, my husband was deployed for 6 months. Now, I did kind of drop the news a little bit in a past video. I didn't say what it was, but I just said, like, we have news that's really disappointing to my family. Okay, me and my husband, my little family. He was deployed for 6 months. Not a fun time. We were able to talk, which is great. But those who have had to be away from their partner or had to do deployments understand that it is, extremely hard, and people don't always understand what that looks like. So it was a scary time for him to be gone, and that just kicked me off in the wrong direction. Okay. He was gone and I had work, which really helped me stay on a schedule, kind of avoid some of the depressiveness that comes with not having your partner. I was really focusing on me. There were some benefits to that for sure. Um, then I ended up being in a very toxic work environment, that I ended up leaving. Um, Not entirely by choice, but it was the best thing for me. But that was really my community, my outlet, my friends. And that was kind of all stripped away from me with parting from it. So the first 3 months were not nearly as bad as those second 3 months. I just felt like I had lost purpose for anything. And so we kind of went into a downward mental spiral. Let's set that aside. So he's gone. I'm no longer at a job that I really relied on for community. And next thing you know, I get into a car accident that totals my vehicle. This car accident could have been way worse. Thank God I have insurance. They had insurance. Um, but it did total my car, so I had no way to get around. It was very traumatizing, and I did not have my partner or my family there to help me. I relied on some of our really great friends there, but it's nothing like having your family or partner support you. So, boom, boom, boom. After that, my husband finally came home and it was time for us to move. So we are moving to a new base. That is why I'm currently at home. We are on our way to that next place. And unfortunately, it requires us to be separated once again due to the fact that we do not have housing yet in this new spot. Kind of complicated in the military, but anyways, to get the housing we want will take a little longer, and he had to start work on time. So he is there, I am here with our animals. During the holiday season, I feel so much for those of you who do not get to spend the holidays with your loved ones. I just want to share that. And I want to say if the holidays are hard for you or not always happy for you, that feeling is valid. And I feel that entirely. And those who, have people deployed or not home or no longer with us during the season is very tricky times, and my heart goes out to you, and it does not have to feel holly and jolly all of the time, because this year specifically does not feel that way to me. Those things ebb and flow, so I'm thinking of you. I hope you can find some small ways to make the season enjoyable for you, which kind of leads to what I'm doing now. I wanted to kind of do a pseudo vlogmas, but basically just sharing a video every day leading up to Christmas. A 12 days of Christmas. I know, so clever. So clever. But I just wanted to get to share with you basically how my reading has been, get to tier rank all the books that I did read this year, maybe share some fun Christmas things, especially things you can do alone to still celebrate the season. Because I get you if you're alone. Not the terrible singing into the mic. Forgive me. Basically, I just wanted to focus on kind of wrapping up this year and truly, honestly, throwing in the trash, getting rid of it, letting 2025 go to her grave. I'm so ready for this next year. I'm very excited. I think we'll have really great opportunities where we're moving, and it's not going to be like the situations I was put in. What I'm looking for you in this first video: one, how are you? What have you been reading? How has your December and 2025 been for you? I hope positive, but I totally understand if not. We are in the same boat. I'd also love to hear if there's anything specific you'd like to see from me in my 12 days to Christmas. Like I said, I would love to include some, like, maybe my favorite books from 2025, my least favorite books. Definitely tier ranking everything I read. I do that every year. And then I'm open. Like, I don't know if you want to do a Q&A or maybe specific types of book recs, or what else can I do? Like seeing all of my childhood toys in a video, because my parents have decided that at the newborn age of 26, they'd like me to go through my toys and start getting rid of them. How rude. How rude can you be? My toys deserve to stay in this room for until the end of time. But no, really, I have been going through those and it's been nostalgic. You tell me what you would like to see. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow, and I'm hoping it'll be a much more upbeat video. one thing I will say, good times come and go, friends. You know, if you're in the trenches right now, it is going to turn around. I'm not saying tomorrow, I'm not saying next week, but I am saying like you are going to be able to get through whatever you're dealing with. You are. The tides will change and things will come back around. Really, I just want to thank you for sticking around, being here. I felt like you deserved to know where I've been because I do care about you and I do care that you watch. I also think it's important to be honest about things not always looking perfect or us not always being in 100% our best headspace. Um, and it's okay to not be. And it's okay for, like, again, seasons not to feel how they look online or how people portray them, because that's not really life, is it? Wow, that's a downer. It's a downer. How do we end on a positive? Here it is. You are brave, you are strong, and it is true that you don't know how brave and strong you can be until you are put in a place where you have to be. And I am proud of you and me and all of us for getting through this year. Way to rally. Way to rally. But I can't wait for us to talk about the great things to come. And I'll see you literally tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to.